Hello everyone, I'm Master Elson11 and welcome to Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch, the spin-off of the Legend of Zelda series, being a spin-off of overall the entire Zelda franchise up to of course 2018 when this game was released. This game also contains DLC, which was basically a little nudge to Breath of the Wild, as this game was released pretty much just a year after Breath of the Wild's release. And this game is amazing. This game, it's great. It has amiibo functionality, and when you first boot up the game, it does give you the option of choosing easy mode and the style controls you prefer. I said no to easy mode because I've played this game before. I mean, on the channel I've played it, and I've mentioned I played this game in my own time before. Now, this will not be, it'll be kind of a walkthrough like other series of the story and everything. It'll be a general walkthrough like that. However, it will also be kind of a casual playthrough, like a lot of the walkthroughs I do. It'll be, unlike Echoes of Wisdom or Tears of the Kingdom, this will be just a kind of casual playthrough, but also me pointing out things that I know and mentioning things throughout the series that I know about this game and Zelda games in general, because this is a spin-off of the whole Zelda franchise, of course, up to 2018 when this game was released. Hope you enjoyed this playthrough. This will not be 100%. My god, if this was 100%, it would be painful. It would suck. If this was 100%, it would not be fun. Either way, without further ado, let's begin this game's Legend mode. So, here we go. Impa, the same nightmares keep haunting me. An omen, perhaps, of dark times ahead for Hyrule. Dark times? If that is indeed true, we must locate him. We must find the reborn spirit of the hero. We will find no fully realized heroes here. We'd be wiser looking elsewhere. Your Highness! A horde of monsters marching toward Hyrule Castle! Impa, prepare the troops for battle! Whoa, isn't that the princess? What's she wasting her time with us for? So, I guess we just wait to hear what happened? Hey, Link! What do you think you're doing with that sword? Going out to fight evil, that's what. But yeah, this is how the game starts. This is literally just a hack and slash game. It's a Warriors game. This game is based off of, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before in a video that I made months ago on this game, the best Zelda spinoff. Yeah, this game is pretty much based off Dynasty Warriors, but in a Zelda format. Of course, you can check out information of Skulltulas, heart containers, and I couldn't go over all of this as we play the game. But yes, this is the start to Hyrule Warriors on the Switch. I will say this game's I don't think I'll ever play Hyrule Warriors Legends on the channel because this game has a better graphical quality and it generally plays a lot smoother compared to Hyrule Warriors Legends on the 3DS. It has overall far better graphics. If you were to take a look, and there are even videos online on YouTube everywhere, I'm sure from years ago, people comparing Hyrule Warriors Legends to Definitive Edition and of course the original Wii U version. It's completely clear that this version is the best version. I'm just saying, it is the best version to play. Overall, Hyrule Warriors is a fun series. I enjoy the Hyrule Warriors titles. I played this game so much when I was younger. When I first got this game on Switch, I could not, nobody could get my eyes off of this. But yes, also, This yellow bar, yes, as the game literally just mentioned, the yellow bar you can charge up from killing enemies is this, your special. Different characters, or I guess warriors, quote unquote, as you might put it. Different warriors in this game will have different special moves. Link, for example, has that giant slash, which is OP. Link is by far the best character in this game, and I will say that time and time again. Link is literally the most OP character in this game. But here is our fairy partner, as we know from previous Zelda games, Navi. I believe it was Tail, or no, not Tail, Tattle, I believe, was our partner in Majora's Mask. So we had Tattle in Majora's Mask, Proxy in this game. We also have Ciela in Phantom Hourglass. And I was going to mention Wind Waker, but Wind Waker had the King of the Red Lions, not a fairy, so that would be a very wrong comparison. Yeah. In Wind Waker, you didn't have a fairy companion, but Spirit Tracks, you didn't have a fairy. I keep on thinking the DS Zelda games had a fairy companion. I mean, Phantom Hourglass did. Spirit Tracks did not have a fairy companion. I keep on but I wanted to use a combo there, one that we don't have yet, but that I'm used to using on my own file. But yeah, this game it's so much fun. I love Hyrule Warriors. It is such a fun game series. Any of you who like the Zelda franchise as a whole and enjoy Dynasty Warriors, I highly recommend getting your hands on this game and playing it. Because even though it may be, yes, 6 years old, it is still worth it to purchase. And yeah, that's pretty much the gameplay. This is going to be the gameplay for the entire game. It's just hack and slash through enemies, and completing objectives, and defeating commanders. Yeah, this game goes over a lot of things. Commanders is one of them, but here is our very first one. Yeah, here is the enemy commander Volga, as you pretty much, enemies that have this health bar and allow you to target them like this, they will have, literally a target, and they will have a specific name. If they're an enemy commander, they will have a specific name. Now with that, all you want to do is dodge their attack. Pretty much, as long as you dodge, that attack, and you dodge at the right time, then you'll be able to avoid it and hit their weak point gauge like this and do a bunch of damage, and it deals massive damage, and, well, that's it for Volga. Yeah, Link had the Triforce occurs, the power of the Triforce on his side. Yeah, that's pretty much at the very start of the game. That's a very clear indication that, well, Link is meant to be the hero who saves all of Hyrule. Yeah, it becomes pretty clear at this point in the game. By that cutscene alone, it's pretty obvious that Link is meant to be the hero who saves Hyrule. Yeah, it's made clear, and it is also noticed by Impa. So, yeah, she's like, could you be? Well, yeah, it is us. We are indeed the hero. But, yeah, just this game, I love it. And I said that before in the video I made months ago, but I have to say it again. It's just too good. Also, certain enemies will have weak point gauges that can be depleted faster, like this is Zolfos. Others will have ones that deplete a lot slower, like Volga. Enemy commanders especially will have health gauges that deplete a lot slower. They have to wail on a bit more. Weak point gauges, that is. Yeah, you'll notice who's an enemy commander who's not. Like these enemies with these red health bars, that lets you know it's a captain. So these guys are captains. You want to kill them. You want to kill them because they will spawn more enemies and make it more painful for you, especially for later on scenarios. As it gets more difficult throughout this game, you'll want to take out the captains because they are a massive nuisance in spawning enemies and just throughout the map. They're insanely annoying. I've had to deal with it on my own playthroughs. Creators have to deal with it, I'm sure. Yeah, it's just annoying. But here is our very first item. Yeah, what is it? Well, in classic Zelda style, Link's gonna open it, and this will give us our very first item, Zelda-esque, which is the bombs. Yeah, we've seen the boulders all around Hyrule Field, and well, we can break them using the bombs. Our very first item in Hyrule Warriors, and yeah, what do you know? The Bokoblins are chucking down a bunch of boulders at us. Very nice of you guys. So super nice of you guys. Yeah, I love the Bokoblins. They're super kind. Yeah, basically, the bombs, you'll get various items throughout this game that will allow you to solve certain puzzles, break open walls, cut down vines, and stuff. Just items that will be for specific maps. Some maps will have you be using like a bunch of your items. Some will have you use one because it's an item specific for that mission. It's really dependent, but yes, this feature is one that was put in Hyrule Warriors Legends specifically. The Wii U version never got it. The Wii U version, all they got was the base game. But Nintendo thought that, oh, well, why not make it so that if you want to play as multiple characters, put it on the 3DS. On the 3DS, yeah, there's Hyrule Warriors Legends on the 3DS, and there's a reason why I will not be playing that game on the channel, because it has horrible graphics. And while I do love the game on 3DS, and while I poured like 100 hours into the game, I only poured 100 hours because it got stale pretty quick, and because it didn't have the graphical capacity of the Switch version. But with the Switch version, you also get the swapping capability, which was never on the Wii U version. Like, well, I never played the Wii U version. I understand players' criticism. Why didn't Nintendo put this on the Wii U? The Wii U had a gamepad which you could have done this on. I get it. You could take Hyrule Warriors with you on the go on the 3DS, but you can never play it on, like, at home on a console. The only reason why I'm able to capture this is because the Switch is a home console. I don't really have a capture card that works with a handheld system like the 3DS. All I have is a mod, but even then it sometimes glitches, so it's not that great. Also, I could be using other combos, but I don't know. I just am kind of too lazy for that. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel kind of lazy. But here is one of Zelda's best combos, in my opinion. I feel like that's one of her best combos. And each character will have a different set of combos. Now, it's pretty annoying. I'll show this off a bit later in the video. But it's basically a skill tree. It's specific per each character. It's very annoying. Again, I'll show it off at the end of this mission. But also swapping characters, get back to that point. I'm jumping all over the place with my points in this video because I want to talk about so much in this video about this game, and I just keep on jumping over my points. But the main point I want to cover right now is swapping characters. Now, the Wii U version never had that. Nintendo added the swapping characters feature to the 3DS version with Hyrule Warriors Legends. And then the Switch version got it with the better graphics and everything, and this game was the best in the series, by far, absolutely, I mean, no doubt. But the 3DS version, just, that game got so much backlash because of poor graphics, and like, why? Why put it on this thing at 3DS when you could easily put it on the Wii U? No one understood it. I don't get why they didn't do it. I mean, it's on 3DS, it's done and over with. That was years ago, like nearly a decade ago. It's done with. Stuff happens. Yeah, you gotta expect it. But you can swap characters easily as this. Per certain missions, you'll have a certain number of characters you can swap between. Some missions will have you swapping between 4 because it's a larger mission. Some will have you swapping between 2, or like this mission 3. Some will have you swapping between, I guess, actually, the maximum number of warriors you can swap between is 4. So yeah, some will require you swap between 2, some will require 3, some will require the maximum of 4. While some missions may have you playing literally one specific character. So yeah, it's really dependent. But this game, there's just so much in it. I'm going to be covering it throughout the course of this LP. I'll be covering everything. So yeah, but here is something else that we can do, which is the gold Skulltulas. As yes, the gold Skulltula is something we can collect throughout this game. You remember the gold Skulltulas from Ocarina of Time, and mainly Ocarina of Time. Well, yeah, they're pretty much the same gold Skulltulas, except for in this game, they give you illustration pieces. So, pretty much a good indication of what you want to look for is if you hear the gold Skulltula scratching sound like that, that's a very good indication that you're very close to it. Now, if I move further away, you might still hear it. Yeah, as you can tell, the music plays again. And well, as you get closer to said gold Skulltula, well, the scratching will get louder. All you want to do, just hit it with one basic attack, and there you go. You get a gold Skulltula, and as you gather gold Skulltulas throughout this game, it'll give you illustration pieces. I'm actually not entirely sure if the full illustrations will allow you to use them on your Switch home screen. I've never completed one personally, so I don't know. But I'm pretty certain if you complete one, then it will allow you to use it. And also, as you kill enemies, specifically enemy captains, it will give you material. Now, material are very helpful for the skill trees. Again, I'll go over that once we get to that in this episode. But yeah, the skill tree is something pretty tedious and very annoying. Something that really ticks me off about this game because it's not just one skill tree for every warrior in the game. No, every warrior has their own specific skill tree requiring a set number of either the same material or different material to complete. So you might need hundreds of one same material for every warrior. Yeah, it can get extremely annoying because it's literally skill trees per each individual warrior. So that's the worst part about this. But yes, now with the keeps captured, the walls closed off, and we're good. Now, we need to make our way off for the fairy fountain. Yes, the fairy fountain, that is down south, well, more so southeast, but yeah, this game, there's just so much in it. Some tedious bits, some not so much, but the worst part about this game, in my opinion, is the fact that there are skill trees per individual warrior. That is the worst part. It's just so annoying. But also, something that is really interesting to me is, in this specific area, I don't know what it is, but if you defeat I don't know if it's like one specific bokoblin, if you defeat a set number of bokoblins, but there's a magic bottle there. If you pick it up, it gives you full magic. There's some ones that are smaller and they'll give you a little bit of magic. Those ones will fill up your magic meter completely. And I'd be wondering, what does your magic meter do? Well, I will show that off. Once we get... I'll be showing everything off in this game slowly throughout this playthrough, but I want to show the magic meter thing off specifically later on in this mission, as we're getting pretty damn close to that point. Now, the fairy fountain, here's the circle. You can use it to do, like, massive damage and everything, so it's cool. Now, the missions will change throughout the scenario. You'll have different missions to complete as you go throughout it. You may have to take down an enemy captain. You have to capture a keep. You may have to take down an enemy commander. It depends on the mission what it sets you out to do. Each mission will have its own set of missions and scenarios for you to take care of. This one, well, we have Lizalfas to take care of. Then we have to head back to the fairy fountain and, well, use the magic circle. And then from there, it'll be the boss of the stage. Some stages will have a boss. I think some won't have a boss. For each scenario, it depends. Everything depends on each scenario. I actually don't know if every scenario has a boss. I haven't played the game fairly recently to really know, to be honest. I just know these controls very well. I did choose the warrior cell controls. So the Zelda cell, which have you using B and Y for your attacking. I chose warrior cell, so it has me using Y and X for attacking, and then B for dodging. I'm used to warrior. That's what I started playing with when I started playing this game, and that's what I've used whenever I play this game. So I never use Zelda. It depends on what you prefer. You can use Zelda if you want to. You don't have to, but you can if you want. For me personally, I use warrior. But now, basically Princess Zelda leaves us at this point. Basically at this point, Zelda will leave us, and I just want to look at this, just show off to you guys. Well, if we look, well, Zelda's leaving. Yeah, she just jumps. What the frick? She vanishes into the air. What the hell? Into thin air. Yeah, Zelda just vanishes like that. Very odd. But yeah, Zelda just vanishes. So yeah, here it's a great fairy fountain, where this will give us basically our item that we have, the bombs, but a much bigger version. As you know from A Link Between Worlds, we had the upgrade bomb, which was the bigger bomb. Literally just a massive bomb. Well, what do we get from the Great Fairy? What do we get from her for Hyrule Field? Well, what we get is literally a large, giant bomb to throw down the enemies. We get a giant bomb. And well, hey, Goron, how you doing? Let me just take that bomb from me. Just the look at his face when they take the bomb. It's like he was gonna eat that. He just stole his food from him. Gorons don't eat bombs, but it looked like he was gonna eat it. It's kind of funny how the fairy just took the bomb from him to make this massive bomb. But yeah, there we go. Giant explosion. A lot of Bokoblins defeated. 448 KOs. We're nearly at 2,000 KOs. Pretty crazy. And speaking of KOs, per each mission, the gold skull requirement for it to appear, I believe, is like 1,000 KOs to get the gold skull to spawn. Other scenarios, if it's like Adventure Mode Challenge or something, it'll require 1,500 or 2,000 KOs to get the gold skull to appear. But yeah, what the game just brought up with that mini menu is basically if your allies are like more bluish, then that means their stats are lower, and if the enemies have a brighter one, that means they're stronger. Like if it's red, then that means they're stronger. So yeah, it's pretty basic. But yeah, here is the boss's scenario being, well, the fire-breathing King Dodongo. Yeah, the dude we know from Ocarina of Time is here. That's the reason why I ran to this keep specifically, because, well, if we wait it out, I'm waiting. Yeah, there we go. The camera zooms out. Yeah, when the camera pans out like this, it's a pretty good indication that the boss is very close to you. Well, here is the boss. King Dodongo comes rolling on through. And what I want to do, just like in Ocarina of Time, throw some bombs in his mouth. Yeah, chuck some bombs in there, into his belly. And just go ham on the weak point. Go absolutely insane. You want to deal as much damage as possible in a short span. Now, again, I mentioned the magic meter. Well, the magic meter does this. The magic meter does this, and when you press A or just let time run out, well, boom. Yeah, the magic meter, depending on what stance you're in or how low the enemy health is, the magic meter special attack will vary. Here he goes. Giant bosses possess health and strength far surpassing those of normal foes. Find items that attack them as weak points, and yeah, pretty much you just want to attack. Basically, per each boss, it has different weak points, obviously. So each boss requires a different item to use to expose their weak point. For example, King Dodongo uses bombs. Others might use a boomerang. Others might use a bow and arrow. It really depends. And it's been my tongue. I'm trying my best not to show it, but I just bit my tongue, so you might be able to notice a little bit. I literally bit my tongue. Worst timing. While commentating, so that's great. But just slowly but surely keep on wailing on him, and you'll eventually get him. Sometimes he'll go for 2 in a row. Sometimes he'll just have one you can destroy him. But yeah, chuck some more bombs in his mouth, and well, King Dodongo, you're done, buddy. Well, say bye-bye, as you're dead now, King Dodongo. And that is it. Once you kill the boss for a certain scenario, well, that's it for the mission. And we also get ourselves a ton of rupees and material and a weapon acquired for completing it. So, your various turns will have you using different weapons or items to expose their weak point. Of course, King Dodongo, very easy boss, is the very first boss in the game. But yeah, now sort of talking about Enemy Wizard has sealed the castle. Basically, this castle is taken from us. So yeah, now it's like, where's Princess Zelda? Well, is she safe? Well, who knows? Maybe she is, maybe she's not. Well, we're about to find out. But yeah, as you can tell, oh yeah, our soldiers over here, they're blue. That means their stats are lowered and they're weaker. If they were glowing red, then that would mean their stat boosts are better, and the actually it's more so the morale. Basically, if they're red, the morale is higher. If they're blue, the morale is lower. But I'm gonna let this cutscene play out. Of course, commentated dialogue, but you know. We can't locate Princess Zelda. I pray she's safe. By the way, I love the music for this game. I love it so much. I must ask for your help in finding her. I trust you are willing. Link, be a hero worthy of wearing this tunic. And what I absolutely love about this game is, yes, there's voice acting.
Is the
I love it.
Union of power,
I want this play out.
wisdom, and courage. It has been the object of countless battles between the forces of light and darkness. Each time the Triforce fell into the clutches of evil, Hyrule was plunged into misery. But in every age, a hero, clad in green, would restore peace to the land. During one of these dark times, the legendary hero split the spirit of evil into 4 fragments, sealing each away to finally break the cycle of destruction. 3 of the fragments were scattered across time and space. The final fragment was sealed in a sacred temple built upon holy ground, imprisoned by the blade of evil's bane.
And yeah, that's the end of this scenario. Pretty much, usually with each end of the scenario, it'll have a narration over it and then some little cutscenes like that. And that is pretty much the end of the scenario. And then here, just a bunch of rupees. Yeah, rupees, you can spend them at the bazaar. You also get various weapons for your different warriors. I mean, this game is about for 6 years, so I'm sure you guys know I won't explain this too much. But yeah, the illustrations, like I mentioned, you can collect pieces. The gold skull dolls will complete these illustrations, and it's pretty damn cool. Now, yeah, we've also unlocked all the modes, and like I mentioned, because this game was released a year after Breath of the Wild, yes, you get a Breath of the Wild themed outfit for both Princess Zelda and Link. And of course, medals, they're just there for glory, they're just there for bragging rights, really. So like I was explaining the bazaar. Basically, the bazaar you can use to upgrade your warriors' damage, health. You can give them potions to use during battle. You can give them badges, yeah, literally the badges. Yeah, basically I'll explain this myself. Basically the badges, there are various badges like well, the game actually won't let me choose them unless it's defense. Well, okay, but yeah, badges. For these, for defense, of course, they'll give you various defense on your warrior. For each warrior, it's different material. As you can tell, if I go over here, well, it's the same for Link and Impa. It's just old rags, but as you can tell, yes. For each warrior, for certain warriors, the material is different. You need so much material for them warriors. And look at this. As I said, skill trees for each separate warrior, which is the most tedious part of this game. You need different amounts of, you need, like, Sheik, it's a monster compared to the old rag. For Lana, it's a metal plate. Now, Lana will meet a bit later in the game. I'm already spoiling her name, but yeah, all the characters are unlocked right from the start of the game. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's pretty much that. Now, I'm going to go and create as many of these as I possibly can. Yeah, there's also Ganondorf, of course, so many characters. Some characters make a unique appearance. Others are well-known Zelda characters, especially by this point, 2024. But yeah, now, that's that. I'm going to take a look at my attack badges now. I'm going to specifically go for, like, Link and... Oh, man, I can't even do that. Okay. For attack badges, it basically gives you combos for your different weapons on your different characters. So depending on the weapon you're using, you'll get a set number of combos for it. And of course, defense badges, it's defense against certain elemental attacks. Assist, it's basically the items you get. It'll increase the strength and utility of those items you gather throughout the game. So yeah, the badges, different skill trees. Training dodge, you can level them up. Apothecary, you can make potions to use during battle. Smithy, you can fuse your weapons, make them stronger. Put various skills on one weapon. So if you have one weapon that's a really good skill but it's low DPS, and you have another weapon which has high DPS but like one skill and it still has a slot to put another skill on, then you fuse them and you get that better skill on that one weapon that's stronger, so you get a strong weapon with good skills. It's pretty self-explanatory for all the stuff I'm going to explain it, because this game has been out for 6 years. But now we can increase Sheik's repertoire. I mean, I already did that a bit, but yeah, now with Hyrule Field done with the Armies of Hyrule, now we have the Sheikah Tribesmen. Now, I could have gone the Hog Container Piece of Heart for Link. Probably going to do that off camera. Probably not. I'll see about it. But yeah, you can get various collectibles throughout this game in each scenario. I'm probably going to do it off camera because, I mean, again, this game's been out for 6 years. I highlight you guys really need to walk through. I'm just going to be playing out this game, giving my thoughts, and just giving my knowledge of what I know about this game. So, yeah. This game has a lot of parts that are good about it, others that are bad. A badge system, the leveling up isn't too bad. The max level, I think, is like 256, somewhere around there, maybe 250. And yeah, just the story, the unique characters. I love this game. The story for this game, I prefer highly over Age of Calamity. Age of Calamity, I prefer the gameplay, but this game, I prefer the story over Age of Calamity. I have LP'd Age of Calamity, so if you want to check out my Age of Calamity Hyrule Warriors series, you can go check it out. I'll leave a link down in the description below of this video. You can go check out that series. I'll leave a link down below. Hope you all enjoyed. Again, I will only be playing this game. I will not be playing the original Hyrule Warriors or Hyrule Warriors Legends, because those games are just worse quality, and this game has all the content on it, so why play their versions? I might show off Hyrule Warriors Legends just for comparison in graphical quality, but that's it. Either way, hope you all enjoyed this one, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Normally, I would have started this playthrough post Echoes of Wisdom being done, that walkthrough, as that's the last playthrough I'm doing on Echoes of Wisdom, but I was just too excited. I wanted to play this game so badly. I've wanted to for weeks now. And I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to continue it nonetheless. And once Echoes of Wisdom's done, I'll continue it even more. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the series. Hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new and you want more of this game on the channel and other games. And yeah, be sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Click on that bell. Turn on your post notifications by clicking all, so that you don't miss out on any content I post. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time in Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition as we enter the Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition as we enter the Eldin Caves with the Sheikah Tribesmen and see what is up ahead with the series. I'll see you all then in the prologue of Definitive Edition on Switch. See you all then. Peace.